Good morning, guys. Look at what we have on the euro. Absolutely beautiful. Massive extreme turn bar right there where I think it's, I don't know, 5 or 6 areas coming together. And then another massive extreme turn bar, both of which are on divergence, momentum divergence. And this was the target for this move. So we wanted to see 161.8 extension and where that intersects that big downsloping channel. And then potentially the top of that that median line there, that upper median line, that upper median line is created from that channel from low to low. And that slightly downsloping lower median line was a low tick of that move there. So we went from lower median line to upper median line once again, in line with that much larger downsloping channel there, with a massive amount of relative volume coming in there. That is the middle of the night, so it's not, that would go unnoticed, basically, if you were using pure volume, raw volume. There we go. Now it's absolutely perfect. So that's from low to ultimate low, that big churn bar, extreme churn bar, back to the high. And now that center median line intersects its channel line right there at the high. You see that? So that's how market geometry works with time and price. It gives you some sort of idea as to how long it's going to take to get to the next area. On a tick chart, you know, it's not time that you're looking at, it's number of bars, but on a minute chart, there it is. That's about as perfect as it gets, though. I mean, this is the kind of the quintessential example of market geometry in action. Pretty amazing.
Hey, morning, guys.
What's happening?
So now, do you think this is for this
I have
pullback in euro?
no idea. I'm going to try to trade it like it is, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, now that you pull up that channel, that is a perfect spot at that high.
Mm-hmm.
But we haven't had much of a pullback for a 4, so
No, but if it is a 4, that would be the first spot right there. I'm just afraid it's an A, B, C.
yeah. Yeah, or 5 up right there. You know, that's complete. Now we'll get like a second wave that comes back a lot deeper.
As if this were the little tiny fourth wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't like that because this is such a perfect 161.8. You know?
Oh, you mean
Feels more
you
like
don't like calling it impulse?
not a completed impulse, no. It would look better to me if it would make wave 4 of 1 here and then go up to a new high. And then
I
that
thought
would,
you were saying because we're at a 161.8, it looks a lot more like a flat. Is that what you're saying?
I'm starting from this low, right?
Yeah. But you said 161.8. You're talking about that looking like a flat because of it?
I think I misunderstood you. So what I'm thinking here, I thought that you said this was like a 3
No, I did.
and a 5.
Yeah, I guess that's what I meant.
Okay, I'm thinking that this is 3 because it meets that. I mean, that's the average extension for a third wave is 161.8. And
Yeah.
this kind of subdivides into 5. I mean, I'm not looking at it very closely here, but I suppose you could say that's a little 4. It just doesn't have you know, doesn't have all the characteristics that I look for.
Yeah, no, I got you.
You know, I like to see
Okay.
that fourth wave. Doesn't always work, but I mean, this is the first target for me. It would be very difficult for me to buy this as a fourth of the entire thing. I was buying this as a fourth of the third
Right.
yesterday. Actually, that was right here, wasn't it? That was right there. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yesterday that we missed. So
Yeah, so that along with a perfect area at the high
that's what
probably
makes me wonder.
yeah, makes you think something deeper.
Well, maybe it's not a 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you were saying X wave possibly.
Could be. This little routine I have here doesn't work so well. Trying to recolor these things when it's on top of other objects. Not so good. I just talked to him about redesigning these wave buttons just to clean this up a little bit.
I was going to ask you about the recolor button.
Mm-hmm.
How is that supposed to work, and does it work
How
yet?
do you mean?
Um, I mean, is it supposed to just reset to the default colors of that object?
Once a trade is closed, only
Okay.
if this option is true. So
Uh, I'm talking about the reset colors button.
yeah, if I recolor these and now I click this
Uh-huh.
and click the chart, it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing.
Click chart instrument definitely doesn't work. What the heck? Nope, it definitely doesn't work.
Okay, I'll let him know. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing something.
That's weird. It was working when he first built it. Huh. Yeah, I guess I haven't used it because the only reason I use it is to reset the colors of the lines that I've attached the orders to once that order is closed,
Hmm.
once that trade is closed. So yeah, that is broken. Were you just kind of testing everything?
I was going over a ticket with Corey yesterday.
Okay. Yeah, it's messed up. Anyway, I will try to trade this as a fourth wave low here, I think. Don't like trading into such a magnificent looking area there. But this does look like the low of the month. Huh. It's even the 100% warning line of that downsloping channel there. See that? Got quite a few things coming together there. All right, what else is happening? I figured something like this would happen in crude. Knew I should have exited last night. I have to get more consistent with that. The one time I don't do it, 6E goes straight up. I try to hold this one, and it comes all the way back. That looks like it's probably going to come stop me out. If this is a up, though, that's a good start to see. I'm just worried that it's going to come a little bit lower before it does go, but hopefully that's 2. Yeah, we got that trend line right there. It's probably going to make it back to. Well, the only thing I really have protecting now is the trend line from where I entered to the low early this morning. So I suppose I could be getting lucky here with a wave, little wave 2 of 3. But I doubt it. ES continues higher. I got a clean exit on gold last night in the training session there. So that was a nice one.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's a great trade.
Let's see. 120 on that one, 118. 210 on that one. And 40 on that one. Quite a few ticks. I was looking at this, making potentially another tradable low right here. This might actually even be a a higher low. The little low that we had right here was pretty nice looking. It's the value area high from this low. So we've broken up above everything, pulled back to the value area high here. It's the day open as well. Yesterday's close, same thing. From the ETH session, the extended trading session or electronic trading session. So this is probably the pullback low there. It's the bottom of that channel. It's the midline of this much larger upsloping channel. We've made it through the top of that and we pulled back to the midline. This is probably the retracement low. It's the VWAP from this low. If it were to break lower, I would I'd like that median line there, which would coincide with a trend line. This one here. Fairly close anyway. So maybe we will make it down to that. This is looking better and better right there. Yeah. They're intersecting, you know, within 2 ticks. Well, by the time we get there, they'll be intersecting right 50 in exactly an hour or hour and 15 minutes. If it can make it down there, but I'm thinking this is probably the low. But I would like to make it to right here. I don't really like the color of this. It doesn't stand out at all. Right there. So it looks to me like 6E and gold will be the next setups. I think ES will probably be up to 20. Maybe by this afternoon or tomorrow morning. We can be up into here in the ES. Maybe today. if volatility starts picking back up. You know what I'd like, Josh, is a average range indicator that I can see where we are within a standard deviation of the most, of the past, whatever, 100 bars. I don't know how we could display that visually with just numbers and not have to have a indicator in the lower panel. But, what are these numbers compared to historical? What was the highest of the past 200 or whatever? You know what I mean? What's the highest and the lowest in the standard deviation?
Yeah.
I need you to make that right now.
All right.
Thank you.
You bet.
Stop everything. Hold everything. Make me an indicator.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Be useful. I guess just one more thing to confuse us, probably. I started experimenting with stuff like that when I was trying to figure out how to make billions from an automated system.
Yeah.
And then I just gave up on automation, basically.
Yeah.
Right about that point. But I didn't get far enough into it, But at any rate, that would be some necessary information for an automated system, for sure.
Yeah, as far as making it kind of adaptable to recent price.
Right. Know where you're at within the most recent volatility as well,
Yeah, that's the challenge, right? Is context, knowing how to act or what rule sets to use based on the environment, because no single rule set works all the time, which is why discretion is so powerful, because
Exactly.
That's how you decide when that environment is ideal.
One of the more difficult things to do programmatic, but doable. It's just these things are difficult. So I think not very many people have done it, but the people that have done it, which I'm sure they have, are not going to give it to you.
Right.
So but me, on the other hand, I'm just going to give it all away. Maybe we can make it back into here before we start heading up. At least this little trend line here. It's about the same. It's about the same slope. I'm going to bring that up to the closing price there. It's probably achievable. What time is it? In an hour and a half, maybe, after the open. I think we could probably safely expect to see that. Anyway, I'll put an alert right here in case we do. Oh, good. Yeah, it's actually turning up there. Oh, wait, Josh, it's a down bar.
Yeah, that's a problem, isn't it?
At least you're seeing it too, so that's good.
Yeah. That's that's 80% of the battle.
Yeah. All right, so this is our next trade probably, or at least the next area. And I likely will take one there. I'm gonna turn Blackbird on now. 7:30, what is today? Whoops, nope. That's the report.
There's probably our fourth wave low in Euro. It's just gonna be
Spike.
difficult. Yeah.
It's almost at the trend line on the tick chart.
Order filled.
And I got stopped out of crude. Just a few more ticks will be there. At that trend line, anyway.
Hey guys, is it just me or is everyone else's charts locking up too?
Hey Chris, there's a lot going on with gold and CN and all the indices. They're dropping big time.
Yeah, it's the news. 7:30.
Yeah, my charts are buddy virtually frozen.
Yep, Ninja 7. Gotta love it.
But I've been running ES again, so I wasn't sure whether it was ES that's affecting it. If I could get a chance, I'd close it down, but I don't think that's going to help now.
All right, I'm a little, Josh, do you have it, do you have data coming in? Are bars moving around for you?
Yeah, they are.
Can you just take it for a minute while I restart?
Yep.
All right, thanks. Funny thing is, the memory is showing only 376.
Mine's only just starting to come good now. If you just wait a minute, you might be all right, Dan. I think you're starting to move. Or is that Josh? I know it's Josh's now.
Yeah. Yeah, usually it'll catch up if you wait a second.
Yeah, maybe for you guys, you lucky people.
Well, you can't click the chart too while it's frozen.
Yes, you can, Josh.
Nope.
How many markets do you have open?
4. But I don't have
8 workspaces?
X work open. What?
So just 4 workspaces too.
8 workspaces.
Oh.
4 markets.
None of which is ES, obviously.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I've got ES open, but I'm up and again, running again now, Dan. So hopefully it won't take you long.
What are you trying to say, Chris?
Get a better computer. I thought, did you keep clicking the chart though?
Probably not. Josh thinks I did, but I'm not too sure.
Yeah, that is weird. If you don't mess with it, it'll come back. But if you start trying to move things around, it seems to hang. Right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Yeah. Agree. Just leave it alone.
Yeah, he's
Eventually
on-
comes back.
You need to learn from Dan Rowe, the pro. Click all over the chart when it freezes.
I grimace every time.
So that's why it doesn't work. Okay. Let me write that down. Yeah, I get frustrated and just start clicking. That's been my trouble all along, evidently.
We're gonna need more keyboards.
Yeah, thanks for telling me now, Josh. I haven't broken one of those in a while, though. Learned a little bit of self-control, maybe, in my old age. I think the last time I actually broke a keyboard was when I was doing this pretty much by myself. Imagine that.
You got pissed off and threw it across the room?
I smashed it so hard it destroyed it. It was back when I first started getting the working with a programmer and, you know, trying to do Bloodhound programming for 8 hours a day and programming and do webinars and customer support and, you know, whatever. Eat and sleep.
Oh, by the way, I saw Constantine's post. Man, he's doing well.
What did he do?
Like if you post, like his trading results. Man,
Yeah,
that's
he's
good.
gotten pretty
He's
good.
killing it.
Mm-hmm.
My hotkeys aren't working.
Uh-oh. Really? Since yesterday's install you did?
No, I mean, it has nothing to do with the toolbar. It's my auto hotkey script.
For Zoom?
Yeah.
You want me to make you a host for a minute?
I mean, I don't need it. What do you mean?
Oh, I thought making you the host would make your script work
Oh,
properly.
no, I've got one for each. I don't know if it has to do with an update that Zoom did. It might be. Probably.
Yours auto installs?
No, but I think I did do an update recently.
Yeah, I think they pushed one out last couple of days.
All right.
Anyway, I was looking at an area a little bit lower in the yen, but we've since turned right back up off that low, so
That
didn't
was a
quite
spot.
make it there.
It's a pretty one too, wasn't it?
In the end, yeah. I guess everything's turning back up now.
I think the ES must have come down and hit that line because it at least the alarm went off.
Now everybody's worried about inflation, huh? That's interesting. Now that the market's moving, every little thing the world is all excited about. William just posted a link in HipChat. market on its toes for an inflation report that could change everything. Not dramatic at all.
Clickbait.
Yeah.
They're just now worried about inflation. Interesting.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, okay, we have this big volatility sell-off, and now every little thing is all of a sudden, you know, game-changing. Whatever.
Whatever generates a news story, man.
Yeah, as long as we get movement in the markets, I'm not going to complain. You know, got how many
Well,
years?
someone's got to make up some news, man. That's what keeps them in a job, right? Making up a story to fit the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like crude's headed down to a new low. Although that's some pretty nice volume right there on the 5-minute.
Mm-hmm. You're on your tick chart, by the way.
Yeah, I'm trying to change manually here.
What if you drag that auto line back? Do the highest high for a second, just see.
Oh, here?
Yeah. No? Not quite.
Yeah, not quite.
And if you use the lowest closing price at that low? The second click low? Did it break yesterday's low, though? Or that is yesterday's low. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's over a 90% retracement now. And you do have what looks more like 3 waves down now, but I don't know. This looks more like an impulse back down to me.
Yeah.
Like we're in that third of 5. Oh, but we've got inventories today.
Right.
So, Dan, is this Ninja Manager the final version?
There'll probably be about 12 more in the next 3 days.
Okay. I
That
tried it
should-
on 2 computers today and it worked fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you try it on Ninja 8, though?
Not on 8, only on 7.
Okay.
Is 8 the problem, is it?
It was, yeah. All the 7 stuff should be worked out for sure. But 8 was opening like random workspaces, basically the first workspace in the list alphabetically. It was somehow opening that one.
I'll give it a shot tomorrow for you on 8.
The way Ninja 8 does their untitled workspaces it's a little bit different. You know, if you open up without any workspace at all, Ninja 7 opens up that untitled number 1.
Yeah, and then it just creates another one if it's not there or something. Yeah.
You're right. Ninja 8 does a little different. Funny thing is, he fixed that a time before, and then it got messed up again. It's like he's not doing the versioning right or something. So this one should show as version 3.2 now. But it's pretty much done. We got some things we'll add to it once we get everything on Ninja 8. That low in 6E is pretty awesome, man. You
From just now?
yeah. Click on your 15-minute and connect from the high just after the low before the final low. So it's almost like the high before the low, but
The low before, is that from right here?
let me see. Yep.
Right.
Yeah. Right there, yeah. And average daily range low. I think that's just going to be one of those, news event lows. Straight V bottom. Hopefully we'll come back down and test it, but
Man, that's tough. Because obviously we've come well within wave one.
yeah, I mean, you would have to assume it's a second wave at this point, like you were thinking originally. But news can throw all that off,
Right, that's why it's so tough. It's like,
You can't be dogmatic when it's a news event, right?
right, what do you hold to and what do you just,
Being
what are
too
your
dogmatic.
essentials?
Yeah, I know it's difficult, but that's one thing to go back and study. These news events, easier to do in crude, but we need to put Cedric on that, Josh.
The stats collection.
Yeah.
I'm chatting with him now. I'll get him on it.
$50.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost looks like a triangle of a fourth wave, really. I guess it works, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
That news event makes the RTS bars look pretty rough.
Yeah, this third wave actually looks pretty good. At the end of that fifth, the end of that 5 of 3.
5 to 61.8 of 1.
Yeah, and then the 0 through 3 is 38.2. Yeah, that's the 61.8 right there. 61.8 retracement.
That could be a major, major low.
Yeah, it probably is. I bet you it is. Like you're saying. Right out of a report. Oh man,
Shake everybody out.
that's the top of that channel too.
Oh,
Huh.
just one more thing. So what are your plans for Valentine's Day, Josh?
I'm gonna make Jocelyn a seafood dinner tonight. Well, that's the plan anyway. See how it goes.
Don't cook crabs. Those are the nastiest things in the world to clean up after.
Oh yeah.
Or boiled
No, I'm
crabs.
not going that fancy. Probably do some shrimp or something.
Yeah. Yeah, crab boiling is whew, stuff gets rancid in like 6 hours. It's crazy.
Yeah, I guess the key would be to do it fresh, huh? Buy it and cook it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm talking about catching crabs and then cooking them up. Next morning, that stuff stinks so bad you have no idea.
Oh, catch and grab. Now, that'd be cool.
Yeah. This is Louisiana, man.
That's true, right? Yeah, that's kind of the norm for you, huh?
Yeah, well, for my brother anyway. I don't like all those shellfish. I ate a bunch of them one time, and I thought my throat was going to completely close up. Scared, thought I was going to die there for a minute. And then other times it doesn't affect me at all, so I don't know. I just try not to do it. That looks like a good low in the ES right there, too. It came right down. Here, let me take it.
One second. Look at this. This is weird. On the 15-minute. Okay, so here's my hourly. This is the one that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
If you use the lowest low, highest high, lowest low, it comes in perfectly.
Yeah.
On the 15, and then on the 15, what did I say? Did I say 15? On the hourly. And then on the 15, if you use the low before the lowest low, same thing for this low. Basically, the penultimate at the lows, and then the low or the high after the highest high.
That's so weird.
But it doesn't come in that way. Does it? Maybe it does on the hourly. Hang on. I guess it probably does. I thought I had it drawn that way before. Oh, it does. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just completely different swings, but
It's pretty neat how they're all
still
consistent.
identical.
Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anyway.
Gold is the one that seems to be taking off the first and fastest from the low. But ES is at the perfect spot for a low. It's just what do you do? The low is at 25 and you're at 41 now. But that's the spot right there. It's the only spot, really. See? Midline. And upsloping lower median line. And it broke the prior swing low. So nice little shakeout and go on back up. Hopefully it comes back and tests that. If it does, then I'll definitely be buying it.
Wow. Yeah, gold's going straight back up.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if we could make the save button save, disconnect the data feeds, and then close Ninja.
Say that one more time.
The save button on the toolbar.
Yeah.
Would he have to use auto it or auto hotkey to so the flow would be save, disconnect data feeds, exit NinjaTrader. Maybe even make it save objects, disconnect data feed, exit, click save at, or click yes to save all.
Yeah, if you want to be that precise about it, you may have to use auto it or auto hotkey.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Ninja's, I don't know. I'm assuming he's reflecting into some hidden methods to do that close already. So he might have some of that stuff available to him. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's worked so much with workspaces. I bet he could make that Ninja Manager not take control of the mouse when it's opening workspaces and closing them.
No, that'd be nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't stand that when I'm trying to test it. How it takes control, you know?
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
know if it needed to, or like
Yeah.
if you need to be hands off. Sometimes it seems like I messed it up, and other times I could do things in between.
Mm-hmm. He kind of put some auto correcting kind of stuff in there, so that if you accidentally type while it's trying to open and then it starts typing on the chart like you're trying to change the instrument name or something, it will if you delete that within I think 10 seconds or something, it'll try to perform the same action that it last tried to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So that it can kind of correct itself.
yeah, I did kind of notice it getting better. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, he had to take control of the mouse to open the workspaces. I sure wish we would get a retest, but I don't think that we will. It's really good looking on the 5 minute. I mean, it's a massive selling climax followed by a extreme density churn bar. Let me just turn this thing on. My mic looks like it's registering the volume a little lower than usual. Does it sound normal?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. I think I'm going to have to get a new adapter for connecting the mic to the cords, I think that's where it's failing. All right. Yeah, it looks like it's going. No, I guess maybe that's a little interesting. It broke out of that downsloping upper median line and then it's pulled back to it, but I don't know. I see that occasionally, but I think Tim Morge teaches something like that, but I don't see it work enough to warrant trying to trade off of it. But anyway, we do have multiple areas at the low anyhow on the bigger charts. Just trying to see if we have anything on these small ones. Yeah, so we came through the bottom of that channel. This one here. Maybe we'll get a higher low, I guess, hopefully. Maybe we will get that retest here. We have a nice churn bar at the high right here. It's actually a little 2-bar pattern there. So that could be a little swing high. I would rather see it come up a little higher actually and hit 53. And then hopefully we can get a retest of that low. Yeah, that would be the 50% retracement. All right, I'll put an alert right there. And one right here. Actually, I'll put that one right here. Okay. So that's a 50% retracement on the euro. Almost. Big churn bar. Well, it's not a big one, but it's pretty good size churn bar right there. So maybe now we go back and test that low. And I would just need something on the tick chart or the 5-minute to help me get into this. I don't want to draw the same channel that I have on the 15-minute. I don't know that there would be anything down sloping here, but maybe, I don't know. If it does a higher low, then the tick chart will have this little upsloping lower median line. I'd be surprised to see it make a new low there, actually. Out of a report like that with such a massive rebound. Yeah. Pretty close to the VWAP of that move as well. That swing.
Hey, morning.
Hey, Mike's a little low.
I'm getting a little bit of a late start this morning. Is that better?
Yeah.
Did you happen to catch that low in gold?
I wish.
That looked pretty nice.
I like the one in the 6E and the ES. I haven't worked out gold too much yet, really. I exited that long last night, though.
Yeah, probably a good idea in front of that CPI report.
Yeah, I just had the order sitting there on the downtrend line. Am I still on the 5-minute, Josh?
Yes, you are.
Yep.
Okay. So I set this to true. See, I think it is connected to that. I think that's why it doesn't work. Yep. But yeah, they definitely need to be separated, right? Of course.
Yeah, I think so.
I'd actually been looking for a back test of 1322s, but so I guess, I mean, that report would have kept me off that long. So it pushed right through that all the way down to what, 18.
ES is coming back down here.
Yeah, I was looking at that BL. That might have been actually a nice short, huh?
I don't know. I'd like to buy this thing.
Well, then I mean, it did turn back up right at the, right at the baseline. If you go high to high, I'll post this. I'll post my 60-minute chart here in a second.
Turned up from right here as well, where the midline intersects that upsloping lower median line. It's a decent looking spot.
I've just got some real simple channels there. I was looking at.
You see this 15-minute here? That's a nice one.
Yeah, I had that.
This is just a little one from low to low here.
Until that baseline breaks, it's looking like a long.
This auto line here. Yeah, I want to come back and touch it. Hopefully. All right, I'm going to get some water. I'll be back in a minute. Six E is coming back down as well. Could be a little swing high there in the ES, right at the open.
Yeah, I mean, a retest of that low would look really nice. I just don't have anything really great on my tick charts coming in. I mean, that's coming in around 24 halves. So just trying to look for something in the tick that. I ordered some of those damn EW mugs from TPP, and all I got was mugs that said TPP on them. What the heck?
What is it?
Kemp showed me, Clinton showed me some cups from that you guys had made with just EW stuff on the side of them.
Mm-hmm. That he
And
made, yeah.
So I ordered them, and he sent me trade the plan cups. He sent me cups without the EW, and it says trade the plan on the side.
Uh-oh.
I thought it was funny. I'll order some more, but Clint, you got to give me the you got to give me the EW ones next time.
Crude is at a spot. It's awfully close to breaking that prior low, though. That's triple divergence on the 5-minute. And it's a pretty massive volume divergence there. That is likely going to be a low. Well, it's at least at a couple of spots.
Order pending. Order pending.
If this is going to fail, it's probably going to fail pretty quick. So you had a tiny little volume divergence here that's not going to show up, but it's a pretty big selling climax, extreme density selling climax right here. And then when it broke below that low, it reversed back up pretty quickly right here on increased volume back to the upside. So that's when I pulled the trigger right there. Could be a good one. And you've got multiple areas coming together there anyway. At least a few. You've got this channel, which is a little bit of a weird one, but it did come down to the actual bottom of the channel to the, you know, the extreme low here. Right where that center median line intersects it. And we turn down from this upper median line. So that makes me think that we will get some support on the center median line, as we have once and now twice. We have a really incredibly good sign of strength. This is about the biggest volume divergence you'll ever see in your life. That's a really incredible sign that this thing is ready to turn up. We came back, we tested a low, triple divergence now, and, you know, incredibly huge volume divergence. So it's definitely worth a shot. Selling climax followed by a churn bar here at the low. And then it drifted a little bit lower, increased volume, back to the upside that you can see right here. So this was the end of that selling climax, that 2-bar pattern on the RTS 2 chart. And then it turned up a little bit, came back down, broke below the low, and right when it broke below the low, you had the increased volume coming back in right there. So it could be a big one. It's at least had, you know, a little bit of a reaction out of there. What happens from here, I don't know. But I don't need to have that big of a stop on it, that's for sure. That's plenty big enough. I'll attach that first order here at 59, that trend line down, sloping baseline. And then this one on the tick chart. So right here. So that would be a 6.8 to 1. Excuse me, if the second target gets filled.
Hey Dan, can you let Bobby in?
Thanks, boss. Can y'all hear me okay?
I think I was muted the whole time. Yeah, it's a
Yes,
little,
sir.
little loud, maybe. Well, I guess compared to Tim's.
Hey, Josh, are you there?
Yeah, that is a little loud.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you're a little bit loud.
How about now?
About the same.
About the same. Just sounds like maybe you got one of those desk mics, not a headset.
Yeah, it's I'm talking to you on my other computer.
Laptop.
No, it's my other desktop.
Okay.
Okay. Josh, or really anybody that's listening, I'm running NinjaTrader 8, and I'm running 4 markets with 5 charts on each market. And a couple of those charts are requiring tick data. All right. Every day, about 8 o'clock a.m., my NinjaTrader locks up. And, you know, I immediately thought, well, 8 o'clock is the crude open, but how is that locking my computer up? And then a while ago, when we had that report come out, you know, all 4 of my charts went crazy, but it didn't freeze. All right, it was able to handle all the data coming in, no problem, real good. Then at 8 o'clock, NinjaTrader locked up again. Could there be some kind of a scheduled task at 8 o'clock on my computer that's causing that to freeze up?
I guess there could be.
And if anybody's listening, if they have this problem, know what it is. I mean, I'd be ecstatic to hear how to fix it.
I guess you could check your task scheduler to see.
I did.
Okay.
I did. Yeah.
Otherwise, if it's fairly consistent, maybe you just monitor your resources during that time, see if anything pops up, you know, within your system resource monitor, and see if, you know, something looks suspect. But yeah, beyond that, I don't know. I mean, you know, there's nothing specific that I would think
Hey,
to
Bob,
try.
Did you say it's happening in NT8?
Yeah, I'm running 8. I'm clueless. All right. That'll be a project for me to do. Thanks, Josh. I appreciate it.
Yeah, let me know how it goes.
I will. I'm seeing a hammer and a trash can in my future, though. A big hammer.
No, don't do that.
Such a huge amount of volume got dumped right here. Before the open. I think the next wave will be at least, I think, up into here. But probably that center median line. This would definitely be the first target. Not the move I was expecting.
I was actually looking for 08s in crude.
Why?
I just had some geometry down there.
Let me see.
Hold on, I have to flip over here.
I can barely hear you, by the way.
Sorry, boss. I was looking at my my tick chart. See, I just posted it.
Okay, Cedric.
At the time it was coming down, it would have been 5807s.
Yeah, Cedric, did you restart? Looks like you were in a trade from back here. One came off here. Looks like you hit the close button right here, and it immediately entered long. So that's a bit of a strange thing there. Looks like it hit close and then went long. Or no, it looks like it went, well, I don't know. I can't tell the order of that. It's all in the same bar. So that's kind of a funny one. Only time the stops get removed is when you disconnect from data or close Ninja, which is basically the same effect. Disconnecting data removes the active instance of the strategy. If you have those live orders sitting on the exchange, they would stay there, but on a sim account, it's all local on the computer. Nice one, Mikey. No, I haven't gotten my mug yet.
You have fans.
Oh, you entered with a dynamic planner. That's not something I've experimented with a whole lot yet. Let me mess around with it here in a minute. Yeah, no mugs for me, I guess. I'm not special. Just that center median line, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, I was waiting for a retest.
That's this one here.
But I had
or from further back.
my tick. Yeah, it's back further. But I you had it on the 5 where you were at.
Mine comes in at 12 there. Oh, you're using that high. Okay.
Yeah, I had to fudge that a little bit.
Well, using this high gives you that high on the median line.
For some reason on my data it come in a little bit different, but maybe it's my higher pick. I'll have to go back and look at that because I was trying to get it to line up exactly like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't do it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I have.
Might be missing some data.
That could be true too.
Gold is just relentless. Wish I didn't have to restart out of that report. Look at 6E go now.
Yeah, 6E was probably by. It was a touch back on the 240 there.
Clearly, yeah.
Oh, looks like ES is going back through that top there, 60s.
That's a typical major report V bottom there for you. It's exactly what they look like. Right smack into the area and immediate reversal right out of it. Massive selling climax followed by an extreme churn bar.
I don't know if this works out, but man, that looked like a really nice area to me on the tick chart.
Where's
ES,
that?
I shorted ES. I got 68s, almost 69s. I posted my tick chart in ES.
Nice. It's perfectly at the top of that channel.
And it had the bigger ML coming in there too. Man, it's a really nice overthrow right there. It's beautiful if it sticks.
Excuse me, and it's back into this little low, isn't it? Yeah, it is.
I'd like to see it retest where you were talking about getting long and hit reverse. But I don't know. It looks pretty darn bullish today.
You got a nice little entry there. I'd be nervous about it, but you
I
might
am.
get at 20 points.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna give it. I'm just gonna give it 1 point, 4 ticks.
Oh, nice.
You're on your ES 5-minute.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
What are you
that was a
talking
nice. That was a nice area right there. It was worth a shot, probably.
How's that volume analyst? Troublesome.
Yeah, I just had a breakthrough though a couple minutes ago, so I'm feeling good now.
Nice. Be nice for you to get back into this. Maybe. Tim, it is kind of a straight shot move into that high though, but doesn't necessarily mean that it can't come straight down. You got like right up where it's all coming together.
I got almost 69, so I mean, I hit the trigger as we were going up there. It was a market order, so
Nice. Crude is finally turning.
yeah, that was a nice long, man. I was just a little bit. I was so put out by yesterday. I think I got stopped out of that darn 3 times, man, and thought I had it, and then watched it go. You know how frustrating that is.
And then I was up.
Oh, it was up $1,000. It was a 100-tick trade. What? Pretty close.
Yeah, and I gave it all back, of course.
Well, the API report you had. That was the key, right? I think I'd have been out of that on the API right before the data.
Yeah, I've been. When we're done with the trading room, I'm pretty much not worried about. I just
You're just letting it ride.
yeah, I don't even think about it. For
Yeah,
one thing, there's sim. For another thing, I've got a million and one things to do.
going on. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I mean, if I would have been in that, I would have closed it out. I would have had it set to close out right at 4:30 because I figure, or right before API data,
Right.
because it's going to go. It's going to go somewhere real fast. And I think it was a pretty 40 tick drop, I think, after the report.
Yeah, right down into that hard low. That big down bar there.
Speaking of which, we got EIA here in another, about 13 minutes.
If we can get up a little higher, I'll hold one through it.
Yeah, you got enough space now, man. 50 ticks, that's plenty.
Yeah, I'm going to take one off here in a second when it breaks this.
I'm getting short out of Confluence and CL, but obviously I'm not going to do anything right now. Here's my tick chart. I guess I want to see what's going to happen here. I don't know. I don't really have any high confidence in either direction right now, to be honest with you guys. I hate to say that, but I just don't. I had really wanted to see closer to double bottom. That would have been the 5808s would have made for a double bottom in my book too. That's another thing I was looking at when we were down there.
Brad, are you here? Pretty sure it's time to find someone else for the website.
Better tighten that stop up, boss. Got about a minute.
Yeah. I'm going to take one off right here.
Order filled.
Yeah, I was thinking that's a good idea. That was a nice buy, by the way.
Yeah. Hopefully this report will take it straight up. There. Whoops. Ooh, that's a big reaction like we used to get. There's where I wanted to take that first order off. It's a downtrend line on the 15-minute. And the tick chart. I'm gonna get out.
Order filled.
I'm out right there. It's probably gonna keep going straight up, but we had hit a few areas, so I'm gonna be done with it. I think ES is gonna make it all the way up. Is that another
Yeah,
250 ticks?
It's looking pretty bullish up there, isn't it?
Yeah. Up to here. Ooh, yeah, I should have held, huh?
Oops. What the hell? God.
What?
Oh, sorry. I made a mistake there. I was trying to short the VWAP and missed it and hit the wrong button.
On crude?
Yeah. Yeah, I had VWAP. I had VWAP at 44s, which was just looking for a scalp.
Talking about the cloud up here. Second standard deviation.
Oh, I had the volume profile ran. That would have been actually a beautiful short now, looking at it. We just dropped about 40 ticks or 20.
From the high here.
Yeah, I mean, here, I'll show you.
This one here.
Up. I just ran the, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I ran off the high of 60.84 up there.
Yeah.
I figured we'd get a reaction right there, at least temporarily.
Mm-hmm.
But I hit the wrong button.
All right, I'll be back in a minute.
Hey, apologies if I offended anybody. I didn't realize I had my mic on. Oh, yeah. Can't believe I hit the wrong button. I'm thinking maybe we get those 60s now, though, or higher. Right now, it looks like it would be 60.49.
This move in gold is pretty incredible.
I take that back, 60.91. That's what I have for a fourth wave target in crude.
Yeah, I'm looking for 60.87.
I like that number. Yeah, I think double top in gold's definitely on the table. I'd have to say that's probably a high probability going to happen.
Dan, you still long in crude?
No, he got scared.
No, yeah, I wish I would have held it, but
Oh, it came back. It came back there pretty close.
no,
I
I mean
don't
I
think
had
you
it up
you didn't have
here.
any heat on that, man.
No.
Hopefully we do get a pullback. It'd be nice if it pulled back to that channel one more time. 5907s.
Yeah,
I
I
don't think
held
that's going to happen though.
there. It doubled that though.
You're on your 5-minute.
Sorry, I made it to the average daily range high there just now. So I got get out of one here, get out of the other one right there. Excuse me, having a decent week this week.
Yeah, you're killing it, man. You're killing it in all the trades I wanted to take.
Yeah. That is probably leading to what we were expecting yesterday. That A, B, C.
Yeah, it looks like we're all looking at the same thing.
There's really nothing left to do at this point. Wait on a retracement.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna be. I'm probably not gonna see anything today. You guys
Maybe a
have a
little bit
good day.
later.
Yeah, we might. Maybe I'll be watching for a pullback to 5910, 5906 area. See if we get that in crude. I don't know. ES is kind of off the table now for me. So we'll have to wait, see what else sets up later on. I mean, I closed out 6E. I'm so frustrated with it. I closed out my charts. I'm not going to look at it for a while because we're obviously in the move of this fifth wave. I don't know. It's going to be tough to get on it. Other than that, have a good day. Trade safe, guys.
All right, buddy. Have a good one. It was a decent little crude trade anyway. A little scary holding through the report, but all right. I'm going to shut it down. I've got a million things to do here. Anybody have any questions before we call it a morning? Nice one, Arnud. Right before the report. Got out just in time. Nice. I wouldn't expect gold to make it all the way back down that far. You might get a bit of a retracement, but I don't think I would expect that. I mean, this is the kind of typical V bottom out of a report. If you go back and look at a lot of different markets, major report news announcements. A lot of times they coincide with major swing highs and lows, out of which you get extended moves. So I would think that this one would continue higher, but you know, I could be wrong. That's just not the kind of momentum I would feel good about shorting. But you could get a decent amount out of it. Just maybe not that much. Well, that was a while ago, isn't it? That's, yeah, you've already been stopped out. Sorry. Okay. Gotcha. All right, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow morning then. Everybody have a nice afternoon.
Thanks, Dan. See you guys.
Bye, everyone.